All right, what's up, everybody? B1. I wanted to speak on this Angel Reese LSU situation. I was going to get a little bit more into detail. Maybe I will with a live stream or a video later, because it was some fuckery that went down with the LA Times and what they reported and how they was really doing LSU dirty, right? They really racialized it. They even said within that article that it's bigger than basketball. It's bigger than sports. And as somebody who has played sports since I was knee-high to a fly, even 2 years of semi-pro football, where I won and lost a championship back-to-back. First, actually, we lost it, then we won it. I do, to some degree, know what it's like to have to play through emotions. In fact, the first year that I played semi-pro, we made it to the championship game. And there was a brother named Tommy Thompson from Houston. He was one of the premier defenders in the league. We had the best defense in the league. And, you know, we would always work out on our off days. So when we didn't have practice, we'd go to his house, we'd work out. A couple of us would go to his house, we'd work out, we'd play some Madden, might blow a stick, lift some weights, chop it up, study film, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was like a ritual that we did like twice a week. And one day I couldn't make it. The day before the last practice before a championship game, I couldn't make it. I think I had to work or something like that, because you don't get paid that much semi-pro. So when I got to practice the next day, after the day that I wasn't able to make it to practice, or I wasn't able to make it to the, our workout session, I noticed when I pulled up, the energy was off. The energy was crazy. It was like real low. And as I walked to the football field, I noticed that nobody was working out. Nobody was throwing the ball. Nobody was kicking the ball. Nobody was running drills. Nobody was stretching, nothing like that. Everybody was huddled up, looking real somber. So when I approached, somebody came up to me like, yo, Tommy got killed last night. What? Now, this was the heart and soul of the team, man. This was the heart and soul. I remember we chopped it up after games. I remember the game before that got us to the championship. We smoked a cigarette after the game. Like, yeah, man, he was so excited because that was the first year that our team ever made it to the playoffs. And now we're going to the championship. He's played with the team for like years. Never made the playoffs. And now he's getting a chance to play in the championship. He was emotional. He was excited. He was the heart of the team. That was a big blow. He got killed at his house the day that I should have been there. Somebody else got shot. One of our receivers got shot. He was a linebacker, by the way. One of our receivers got shot. Somebody else made it out. And it wasn't over no funk. It was really over somebody over there that was wet. His neighbor came over wet. Started blapping. There was no beef. There was no nothing like that. He was just wet. So when I said smoking a stick earlier, I meant just weed. But he was off of that Sherm stick, this other dude. And he got killed. That was very heavy on the team. And then we had the press all up in our business. That's, you know what I'm saying? It was very emotional. And now we had to play this championship game against a team that was owned by an ex-Seahawks player with heavy hearts, very emotional. And we came close, but we couldn't, it was just too much to bear. Too much distraction. I mean, we were missing our best defender. And, we came up short that year, and then we came back and won it the next year against the same team. So I just say that to say that when you're dealing with sports, man, you're dealing with, it's very difficult to focus and to play under emotion. I understand that. And with everything Angel Reese went through, especially being a young lady, remember, she's just in college. She's only like, 20 maybe? But when it comes down to these sports, especially when they racialize it like they did with her Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And let me say this, first of all. This is what I should have started off with. Congratulations to Angel Reese for her success in her collegiate career, man. At the end of the day, she did win a championship. You can't take that from her. She is one of the best. You can't take that from her. And congratulations to Caitlin Clark. You got to salute. You got to tip your hat to Caitlin Clark because she plays. She's a baller. She's a baller. All right, we can't take that from her and act like, oh, this white girl just got lucky. And no, let's keep it real about what it really is. Angel Reese was not focused, and that's something else I want to say. And don't take this the wrong way like I'm shitting on Angel Reese. I'm not. But I want anybody out there that's in competition, especially if you're young and you're in sports competition, understand something. There's no pity for losing. There's no shame in it. If you got to the Final Four after winning the championship, no shame in it, but no pity for it. Talk that shit, that's what you do in sports. But you better back it. You better be focused. You better be off the field, off the court, you better be watching film. You better be in the gym. You better be running drills. You better stay focused, especially when you got a target on your back. Especially when they racialize it. The way you win racism in sports is you beat them. That's the only way. You shut them up by beating them, by dominating them, like she did last year. But let's be real. When she did what she did last year, she beat her, she trolled her a little bit. Caitlin Clark was in the gym. She was lifting weights. She was watching film. She was shooting hoops. She had one thing on her mind, and that was to show up and show out against Angel Reese. That was the only thing she was focused on. Now, we're going to take some lessons from this, right? Because this is going to apply to even more than just sports. But let's take the lessons from this. Caitlin Clark was focused. Angel Reese was not focused this year. I don't even think she played the whole year. She's out kicking it, doing things. She's living it up like a young lady. It's okay. Feel me? She got her money. She got her money. She's going to probably go in the NBA, WNBA, and get some more money. She's good. But if you're going to play, you gotta ball out. You got to turn all of that hatred that they're sending you. You got to Michael Jordan this shit. You got to Kobe Bryant this shit. That means you're the first in the gym, the last out the gym. That means you take all of that hate and you turn it into fuel to dominate your opponent, because that's how you shut them up. Okay? Angel Reese has nothing to feel shameful about. She did her thing. She's good. And I understand she's a woman. She's a lady. So she's going to get emotional. She's going to cry. It's going to be whoop-de-whoop. Even men cry. I mean, the emotional sports, transcends gender. But here's the only problem I have with that. Here's the only reason why, I wish she would not have cried on camera. Because I understand that white supremacy, they have no pity towards you. You cannot cry in the face of white supremacy. They don't care. That's what they wanted. All the different tactics that they used, writing shady shit about her, vilifying her, all of that was head games because it was bigger than basketball. They said that in the report. It's bigger than basketball. So all of that hatred that they was throwing at her was exactly to throw her off her game. It was to put the most amount of pressure as possible. That's why they did it. They wanted to throw her off her game. They wanted to, drag her down so low that she wouldn't be able to perform at her highest. They wanted for her to fail and cry so they could hoist up Caitlin Clark as the GOAT. And Caitlin Clark is a beast. She's a savage. She adjusted her game. She was focused all year. She shot from outside because she knew she couldn't go inside because Angel Reese would have slapped her shit. So she adjusted. But LSU played a good game, man. They played tough. They kept it close. They did what they could do. But the only way you really win in these kind of situations, when it's a competition, it don't matter what they're throwing at you. It's bigger than the sport. It's bigger than, sometimes whatever the proxy war is bigger than that. And the only way that you defeat them is you have to win. If you're going to talk shit, talk your shit. But you better talk your shit and then hit the gym. And winning the championship is one thing. Salute her for doing that. But winning back-to-back, that's a whole different level. So she has nothing to be ashamed of. I'm just saying this is a learning lesson. It's a learning lesson. And she still came out. She still came out good. She got to the Final Four. But let's go ahead and check out some of this interview.
Flau'jae, if I could hear you on Angel and the type of leadership that she's provided for this team at Angel, can you just take me through what it meant to see what Flau'jae was able to do in a game like this to, put up 23 points and be a factor on both ends?
Bro, let me tell you something. Everybody can have their opinion on Angel Reese, but y'all don't know her. Like, y'all don't know Angel Reese. I know Angel Reese. I know the real Angel Reese. And the person I see every day is a strong person. Is a caring, loving person, bro. The crown she wears is heavy, bro. She's the type of teammate that's going to make you believe in yourself. The leap that I took from my freshman and sophomore year, Angel gave me that confidence to go be a dog. Playing next to a dog every day. And, just to see how the media ridicule her, went through our problems, but, like, this is my sister right here.
Now, shout out to her teammates, man, for holding it down. That's how you're supposed to do it. Even white girl was holding it down. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's the beauty of a team sport, that you have support like that, right? But if you're gonna take it to that next level, which is the professional level, so keep in mind, these are not professionals. These are college kids, essentially. So some of that pressure, is gonna get to you, and this could make her even that much of a hog when she goes to the league. But understand, it's gonna get worse. There's going to be bigger stakes to play when you're a professional. Like, being a professional athlete is more than just being a top-tier athlete. You're a professional. It's what you do for a living. There's things outside of the court. The way you have to conduct yourself, the way you have to prepare yourself. Most times in professional sports, like when I was playing, you have to do community outreach a certain amount of hours. There's certain things that you have to do, which all is encompassed within being a professional athlete. The pressure is going to get greater. The hatred is going to get even more intense. The competition is going to be that much more challenging, because you're going to be playing against top tier people, the best of the best from college, that's going to make it to the next level. So shout out to her teammates, Hopefully they learn a lesson. Hopefully anybody that's watching this understands that, we win. That's what we do as FBA. We win. Against all odds. We turn in that hatred. We turn all of that. We use that as energy. And then we dominate. And that's what shuts them up. That's what makes them shut the fuck up and back the fuck up off of us.
And I'm so proud of her, like, the media, y'all, how they like to twist and call her a villain and all of that, y'all don't know Angel, bro. And I'm just happy that I get to play with her. I get to be around her presence. Her energy is different. Like, she just make me a better player. She make me a better player, and that's what great players do.
I'll say something, too. I think, Angel's one of the toughest people I've been around.
Facts.
People speak hate into her life. I've never seen people wish bad things on someone as much as her, and it does not affect her. She comes to practice every day. She lives her life every day. She lives how she wants to live, and she don't let nobody change that. And that's the key to life right there. Y'all do not get to her. Let me say it again. Y'all do not get to Angel Reese. So you might want to give it up, throw the towel in, because you're wasting your energy.
Yeah,
so
let's keep it a buck. I mean, I salute little Becky for trying to hold it down for her teammate. It did get to her. And that's natural. That's human. There's nothing wrong with that. It's all about what you learn from this, right? Ain't nothing wrong with talking your shit. And obviously she's emotional, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact she lost. I mean, she whole season, working hard, whatever. Get there, lose a tough game. You know that you've been trolling. You know that you've been. Just take the L. It's okay. It's all right, man. There's nothing wrong with taking the L if you tried your best. You can't win them all. She already has a championship. She has nothing to be ashamed of. She already has a championship. Yeah, back-to-back would have been sweet. But back-to-back would have gave her a chance to really stunt. But, it wasn't like she was playing some bums. And yes, the media wanted that Great White Hope to win. They wanted that good small town, middle America, Iowa. They wanted them to win. They did everything to encourage, or was Iowa, and to discourage and get under the skin of LSU. We've seen that. But let that just be a lesson. When you're up against that type of situation, the only thing you can do, especially in sports, is to hit the gym. Use all of that energy. Study Kobe. You talk shit to Kobe, he's putting 60 on you. He might be struggling all game. As soon as you talk shit, he know how to take that, turn it into energy, momentum, and inspiration for him to wax that ass. Just like Jordan. Talk shit if you want to. You could be having a bad 3 quarters. You talk that shit, you get under his skin, he's going to use that as energy to dominate you. That's something that Angel Reese can learn. That's something that any of us can learn when we're in competition, when we're in situations where we have to turn that negative energy into something positive to conquer our challenges. This is what we have done since we've been here. That's that Mojara spirit that dwells within us. She came up short. Obviously, she's upset about it. Obviously, there were some challenges that was unfair to her that we all understand. But moving forward, this is a lesson for her. This is a lesson for all of us. And she has to soak this game up because, listen, it's going to happen on the next level, too. It's going to happen. Jack Johnson had to go through this kind of thing. Mike Tyson had to go through this kind of thing. Muhammad Ali had to go through this kind of thing. Jackie Robinson had to go through this kind of thing. The Williams sisters in tennis had to go through this type of thing. As unfair as it is, we still can shine. And we got to learn from these type of lessons. So there's really nothing for her to be ashamed of. I'm going to keep saying it. She's a winner. She's a championship ring wearer. Final Four. She did that. Played against a good team. You got to just chalk it up. You got to just pop your collar to the other team. You just got to, hey, salute. Good game. Shake it off. This is a make or break moment for this sister right here. She's either going to take this experience, remember that she's still a queen, she still holds a crown, and become a savage next year in the WNBA, because she's likely going to play against Caitlin Clark at some point in the WNBA. That's going to be a rivalry for time to come. It's good for the sport. But get out there and dominate, boo.
Angel's one of the toughest people I've been around.
Right. Angel, this question will be for you if you are willing to share what was going through your mind as you heard your 2 teammates right here on the dais just taking the opportunity to really stand up for you and what your journey has been like that we don't get to see.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
And these are all facts. We can't take that away from her. All I'm saying is this, though. Listen. Don't cry in front of white supremacists. They have no pity. They see that as weakness. Not only that, that was their intentions. Their intentions were to get in her head, to get in her team's head, to throw off their game, because by any means they don't give a damn. Remember, these kind of people will cheat. They don't mind cheating to win. So they're just not going to have any pity. It's just not a good strategy to show them you crying. Listen, this is not to belittle Angel Reese, but this is really for everybody to understand. Crying in front of these people is not going to get any sympathy. They don't care. There's only one way that you can get to them, and that is by destroying them. That is by destroying them, defeating them. Then you can gloat or not, but defeating them, only winning will suffice. It's not fair what she went through. They did sexualize her. They did racially, throw tropes at her and her teammates. They did all that. It's not the first time they've done that. It definitely won't be the last. But the only way that you can show them up is by defeating them. Period.
And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I'm down and not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know I'm still a human. All this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say I'm simply me. I'm going to always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that, hopefully it's not this hard and all the things that come at you, but keep being who you are. Keep waking up every day. Keep being motivated. Staying who you are. Staying 10 toes. Don't back down. And just be confident.
There you go, sis. You're going to be all right. She's going to be all right. And like she said, to the youth, to the young ladies that look up to her, they do have a aspiring role model. And I think what we're going to see out of Reese, I think we're going to see a lot more from her. Whatever she puts her mind to, whatever she decides to do, now she has this experience. She's took her defeat, and it's okay to take defeats. It's all about how you respond. So shout out and salute. And congratulations, Angel Reese, on your success. And I know you ain't done yet. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.